12 is the horse that has created a lot of interest here in Australia, ridden by the #1 jockey in Victoria at the moment, Jamie Carr. She rode 4 winners on Cox Plate Day, backed it up with another winner on Saturday, and another one here in Prince of Arran, arguably going better into this Melbourne Cup this time around than it did last time. Only had to have the one run, and that's been Charlie Fellows' goal for this galloper. It hasn't finished worse than third in either of its cup performances, had a second and a third next to its name. He's always wanted to only just give it the one run into the Melbourne Cup. He feels it's his second run is its best, and that's what it gets here today. I think it'll be an outstanding chance of finishing in the first 3. Number straight to the main parade ring shortly. That is Tiger Moth. It's been brought into this race off a very successful formula that has been carried out by European raiders in the past. That is a 3-year-old, 4-year-old out time, bred to stay. This horse is coming into it after only 4 runs, 2 wins and 2 seconds, and has been always short in the market. Does have an outside draw to contend with, but looking at a couple of its starts, it does have good early gate speed, so you might see it push forward depending on how quick they go. Or in its second start, it did get back and finished off very strongly indeed. That's a look at our...
A good chance in the races if you've got a 10% chance. So I think getting a Cox Plate winner lining up in the race, they always command respect.
Twilight Payment ran 11th in the race last year when he was upsetting a fairly soft pace. I thought he had his opportunity last year. I'm taking him on. I'm not that keen on him today.
Yeah, actually, he's the horse that was wide in the St Ledger. I'd away and get a 4th dividend because he'll be there somewhere.
As will Prince of Arran, because he's gone close without winning this in the 2 years that he's contested it.
He has. He's got gate 1. He can race handy. So, you know, there's a bit to like about Prince of Arran. Probably skinny enough in the market in Australia. I think he was only $10, so you're getting a little bit better price here in Hong Kong. And as you say, he's probably going better this year. He's probably all the same. He's probably a top 10 finish would be a nice result for him.
The Chosen One ran 2nd in the Sydney Cup earlier this year, 3rd in the Caulfield Cup, but I think both occasions he had conditions to suit. I don't know if he'll get that today.
Yeah, and he has to step up a notch on everything. Maybe still too short for Warning in my view. He's a bit of a hurdler, but he does go well at Flemington. And he'll be grinding away at the finish. Etta James, Sydney Cup winner, named after a jazz singer in America who died a couple of years ago, and her famous song was At Last. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's where we saw Etta James today.
Tiger Moth, there's been big raps on this horse for the last few months from a Melbourne Cup point of view.
For the Lexus Melbourne Cup, ready to run. Stand by for a start. Gates crash, and they're racing in the Melbourne Cup. A pretty good line away too. Arran immediately snicks back to the end with Sir Dragonet. Vow and Declare jumped well with Twilight Payment, Ocean X. Not too far away, Russian Camelot, and also driving through as Master of Reality. Finch is in the leading division. After the first 250 metres, it's Finch and Vow and Declare. Anthony Van Dyke is nice and close in the pink jacket over on the far side. Master of Reality makes a line of 4. Twilight Payment now a line of 5. Behind those, Tiger Moth is forcing forward the Irish horse, followed by Ocean X, and next in the field is Etta James, caught deep from Warning and the Chosen One. Next is Prince of Arran, Stratum Albion, Russian Camelot from Miami bound, Persan Steel, Prince Surprise Baby, Verry Elleegant. Give them a cheer, Australia, wherever you're viewing or listening. And they were followed by along the inside Sir Dragonet. Well back in the field is Mustajir from Arran, Dashing Willoughby, and at the tail of the field is Avilius. Out of the straight with 2,200 metres to go, and the leader is Twilight Payment. Bowls out 2 lengths to Tiger Moth. Vow and Declare third the inside, and forcing on is Ocean X. One off the fence, Master of Reality, followed by Etta James. Anthony Van Dyke is next the inside of Finch. 1.5 lengths the Chosen One, followed by Warning. Prince of Arran getting a cushy sit next the inside midfield from Stratum Albion. 1.5 lengths Miami Bound and Russian Camelot from Steel Prince, and next in the field is Surprise Baby, would spot the leader about 15. 2 lengths Sir Dragonet Persan from Verry Elleegant. Then came Ash Run Mustajir, Dashing Willoughby second last, and Avilius is last. So the leader is Twilight Payment at an even speed in the Cup with 1,400 metres to go, led by a length and a half. Second is Finch and third is Tiger Moth. They were followed by Etta James. 2 lengths Vow and Declare and Ocean X. A length and a half Master of Reality from Anthony Van Dyke. Then came Warning and The Chosen One as this field string out. 2 further back in the field, Prince of Arran and Stratum Albion at the 1,100 metres. Behind those is Russian Camelot as these leaders quicken and really string them out. With 1,000 metres to go, it's Twilight Payment by 2 lengths to Finch, and they're 6 lengths in front of Tiger Moth third, followed by Etta James. A couple of lengths Ocean X and Vow and Declare. From Master of Reality, Anthony Van Dyke, Bowman feeling for the whip. Then came Warning, The Chosen One, Stratum Albion. Well back Prince of Arran, Russian Camelot with 15 to make up from Miami Bound. Surprise Baby's about to get mobile. Then Steel Prince, Sir Dragonet Persan, Verry Elleegant a long way back. Twilight Payments looking to pinch the Cup. Comes around the turn at the 500 metres, 2 lengths in front of Finch, who battles away. 5 further back, Tiger Moth still coming from Sir Dragonet, Master of Reality. Down the outside, Russian Camelot. Twilight Payment at the 300 metres, still 3 lengths Finch. Tiger Moth, The Chosen One, running on with Russian Camelot and Persan. Twilight Payment tries to break their hearts. Tiger Moth wearing him down with The Chosen One. It's Twilight Payment. Tiger Moth still trying to get there. Twilight Payment, what a ride, what a win in a Cup we'll never forget. Has won it from Tiger Moth and Prince of Arran third. For fourth photos, The Chosen One, Persan from Verry Elleegant, and behind them Sir Dragonet, Russian Camelot, Ash Run, Finch and Ocean X. Behind them Miami Bound, Warning, Vow and Declare. Back in the field then Etta James with Master of Reality, Surprise Baby, Steel Prince, Avilius, Dashing Willoughby, Stratum Albion, and pulling up at the 350 metre mark was Anthony Van Dyke. What an extraordinary ride by Jye McNeil at...
Twilight Payment has given owner Lloyd Williams his 7th win in Australia's greatest race, the Lexus Melbourne Cup. And what a dashing ride by Jye McNeil, having his first ride in a Melbourne Cup. Jye McNeil writes his name into the record books with some of the greats. He just had a baby this year with his partner, fellow jockey Jess Payne, and Twilight Payment wins the Melbourne Cup. Tiger Moth was enormous coming from behind, and so was Prince of Arran, who was so strong towards the end, Gator.
It was such a test of endurance this year, and that was the knock last year. It was a sit and sprint, didn't suit this horse. This year they let him run. They learned from that. He's a better horse. He thrashed Master of Reality at home. They let him run and let him use his stamina. Tiger Moth got off his back every chance. He tried hard at just his 5th start, and a Prince of Arran who never runs poorly has stormed home. But all on us with the winner, Twilight Payment, and what a ride from Jye McNeil.
I just thought it was great to finally see a Melbourne Cup run where every horse had their chance. Full credit to the leader. It just held a gallop and maintained it. A couple of huge runs. Obviously, Tiger Moth was massive. Prince of Arran, what can you say about him? He showed up again. I thought Dragon looked and had out of his chance. Probably didn't run the 2 mile, which we thought, but you know, can't take anything away from the leader. It won, it led, and run a good tempo, and too good.
The Lexus Melbourne Cup is heading back to Ireland. Joseph O'Brien winning his 2nd Melbourne Cup.
Lloyd Williams.
Twilight Payment. Unbelievable. Jye McNeil will be absolutely pinching himself. His first ride in our greatest race, and he has won the Lexus Melbourne Cup. He's with Brit.
Jye McNeil, congratulations to you. The 2020 Melbourne Cup in a year that your first child was born, a year you thought probably couldn't get any better. Can you put into words how this feels?
Oh yeah, there's too many emotions. But, it's a very big moment. Jess and the boy Oakley will be watching from home today, and unfortunately they couldn't be here, but I'm sure them, along with a lot of people, will be very proud.
They call it the race that stops the nation, and this year we know it's like no other. Those grandstands aren't filled, but I dare say that the feeling you're feeling right now wouldn't matter whether those grandstands were filled or not.
No, I'm not worried about the grandstand at all. It's just to be able to get the opportunity from the Williams family to partner Twilight Payment today. Not only them, but also Joseph O'Brien, who's done a fantastic job preparing him. Yeah, it's very overwhelming.
It's a cup we'll remember for so many reasons, not just the circumstances of the year 2020, but the bold front-running ride. Talk us through it.
Yeah, so it was the plan to always be forward. Obviously, with where he was in the market, I wasn't feeling a lot of pressure, but when you've got to go forward like that, there is some pressure in getting it right, and thankfully it all came together.
When you got to the clock tower, what was going through your mind? Were you confident?
Yeah, I was confident. I was trying to think not to use the whip too many times for a start. And also, I was trying to use my voice to encourage him as much as possible, and it was a matter of hanging on, and he was very tough.
One day little Oakley is going to watch this back. What's a message for him when he does?
Well, if he follows in my footsteps, it would obviously be work hard, and you can achieve your lifelong goals. This has been one of mine since day one.
You've worked hard. You absolutely deserve this success. Congratulations. You've etched your name in the Melbourne Cup honour roll. Well done.
Thank you, and a massive congratulations to Mr. Williams and all his family as well.
Well said. Well done.
What a remarkable moment for Jye McNeil, his first ride in the Melbourne Cup. He wins it. He's become a father for the first time this year with his partner Jess Payne, who is also a jockey. And for Joseph O'Brien at age 27 to have won 2 Lexus Melbourne Cups is just phenomenal. As we go to Francesca Comani, of course, Joseph O'Brien is the son of Aidan O'Brien, who is still searching for a Melbourne Cup. It is a remarkable family, the O'Brien history, and the Cup is heading back to Ireland, Francesca.
Yeah, it really is. And don't forget, Joseph O'Brien was a champion jockey as well before he became a trainer, and now his second Melbourne Cup. And he nearly won the race last year with Master of Reality. But what a ride this was, front running. I can't remember the last time that's been done, winning the race from the front with that long home straight. It's normally quite difficult to do. Huge run from him, and he had been trained differently this year, and it obviously really paid off. But I mean, look at the changing fortunes. Joseph O'Brien has won this race with a Twilight Payment, but potentially doesn't look good for his father's horse, Anthony Van Dyke.
Yeah, just a remarkable moment. And the last horse to lead throughout, David Gately, Might and Power.
I think Might and Power, it's a big shoes to fill there as a champion of the Australian turf. But this horse has etched his name in as well now, just his 7th win, but his biggest win. And they found the key to him. They learned a lot from last year, as I say. Let him roll, use his stamina, and that's what won him the race. Tiger Moth had his chance. It was terrific. Just his 5th career start. And we've already touched on the Prince of Arran, who just wouldn't know how to run a bad race. A terrific contest, as it always is. All honours winner, though.
It's a surreal moment for Jye McNeil. Usually there'd be 100,000 fans cheering right now. Unfortunately for Jye, there are some of the track staff and the international contingent that are giving him a clap in. It won't matter to him. You can see the emotion, the excitement written all over his face. He now is a Melbourne Cup winning jockey.
Yeah, and I think what you've got to remember, Jye McNeil has made his way up through the grades over the last 3 or 4 years, so it hasn't just happened overnight, and he's a fantastic jockey, bringing on both sides of the body.